Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a file transfer between first it's going to be a file transfer between this PC and the FTP server. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're just going to double check that the configurations are all done. Okay, so first thing I want to do is to go into the PC and make sure you can ping the FTP server. That's from the PC 192.168.100.10. Okay, I'm going to be able to ping the FTP server, which is 172.16.20.20. Okay, so I go in there and I'm going to try to ping 172.16.20.20. First ping should fail, but eventually it will work. So ping is working. Okay, and also I have to make sure that on the FTP server the user 1 and user 2 are actually configured. Okay, for services, so FTP server services, go to FTP, see user 1, and the password is Cisco123, user 2 password Cisco123, and all the privileges are given to each one of those users: write, read, delete, rename, list. So what we're going to do is from this user, we're going to put a new file into this FTP server, and then we're going to download that file from user 2. Okay, so from this user we put a file into the FTP server, and then we download that same file from user 2. Okay, first let's check what are the files that are on the FTP server. Okay, let's go into the FTP server, let's check what files we have there. If you go here, FTP, you see we have altogether 33 files. Okay, so I'm going to insert another file here, and then the total number of files is going to increase. Okay, if I add one, it's going to be 34. Okay, so right now we have only 33 files here. So I'm going to create a file from user 2. Just go in here, that's editor. Okay, so it's a simple file. I'm going to say I want to send this file to user 2. As I try to exit, it's going to ask me to save it. Okay, I'm going to say yes, I want to save it. Okay, and so it's going to ask me what name I want to give to this file. I'll say from user 1. Okay, say from user 1. Okay, so a file is created. Okay, a file is created here. We have to push that file to the FTP server. Okay, so if you go to the FTP server right now, that file is not yet there. Okay, we're still 33. We're still having 33 files. So we're going to push it another file now from user 1. Okay. Now let's get into user 1. Okay, when you go into user 1, we'll go to command. Let's check whether the files that are in user 1 and just do dir. Okay, just like a normal PC here. So you see from user 1 we have two files actually. We have this file that we just created, and we also have this one that was there before. Okay, so we're going to push this file to the FTP server. Okay, and then we're going to download on user 2. To do that, we have to get into the FTP server from user 1. So say FTP. Okay, this is the IP address of the FTP server, which is 172.16.20.20. You're going to ask for username, which is user 1. Okay, that's our username there on the FTP server. Enter. Ask for password, it's going to be Cisco123. Enter. Now we are in the FTP server. Okay, which means right now we are in this server at the moment. Okay, we are in that server. So let's check what are the commands that we can issue on that server. We can do can cd into another folder, we can delete, we can do a dir command as well, we can do get, we can do help, passive, put password. For today we're going to do only we're going to do not all of them, because, so we're going to do if I start with dir, okay, enter. So what that shows us me is exactly the same number of files that we have on the FTP server. Okay, so there are 33 files here. I think the last one is not very visible, but there are 33 files there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put our new file into the FTP server. So I'm going to say put, so it's going to be, okay, it's going to be put. We're going to do a put command, put from user1 the text, okay, put from user, okay, enter. So that's done. So that's all you have to do, put from user1, that's the file name, from user1 the text. So that's done. And if I do dir now on the FTP server, you're going to see that new file there. Maybe here it's not visible, but we're going to have it, okay, it's right here. Okay, so this file is the file we just added there, okay, making 34 now. We should have 34 files on this FTP server. Okay, so let's try to exit out of there, try to quit. Let's do, I think to quit there is, yeah, quit. Let's quit, okay, and we'll do dir. Okay, the file is still there, but we copied it to the FTP server. So let's go to the FTP server and see what we have there. To the FTP server, if we go right down, you see we have now 34 files instead of 33. Initially we had 33. So this is the new file we copied there. So we're going to download this file on the user from user 2. So go to F user 2 and do dir. So user 2 we see just one file right now. Okay, so we're going to add a new file into the user 2 by downloading from the FTP server. So for that we're going to go into the FTP server. So FTP 172.16.20.20. okay, 20. Okay, it's going to ask for a username. It's going to be user 2. That's the username we give for user 2, and the password is Cisco 123. Okay, so now we're in this server again. We're going to download a new file that we just put in there, but before then let's just check to be sure it's there. So we'll do dir, we see the file is there. Okay, in short, in case we're doubting the name, we have the name right there. We just do, now instead of put, we're going to say get. We're going to use the get command. Okay, so say get from user1, okay, the text. So enter, it's done. Now we're going to quit. And just do now we are back into PC2, which is where user 2 is located. Do dir. So now we see that file has actually been downloaded from the FTP server. Okay, so now we have a file in FTP server that we don't need. We could actually delete it. Okay, we could as well delete it. So to delete it, you can go back to you can delete it from the FTP server. You can also delete from user 2 itself. Okay? Alright, so that's how you do. You can do file transfer from a PC to the FTP server. That's how we do it. The next one is going to do a file transfer from the router to the FTP server. We're going to do file transfer between router and FTP server. That's the next thing we're going to do. So for this video, that's all for today, and thanks a lot for watching.